Hey guys, I'm Rachele Royale, and you're watching The Red Booth Show.
Hi, welcome to The Red Booth Show. I'm Kimberly. On tonight's episode, I have a musician, singer, songwriter, dancer extraordinaire, Rachele Royale, and she talks with us about her new music video and much more. So, come and join us. Well, hello. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is amazing. I know that you've got some really cool music videos that have come out, and more is coming out soon as well.
Yes, very exciting. There's a new company called Cinematic Pictures Group. TJ Scott is the owner. He's a director. Some of you guys may know him. He has directed Gotham, Spartacus, Bates Motel, etc., etc. And so now we have a music division for Cinematic Pictures Group, and I am the first signed artist for the company. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Rachele Royale. Hi.
That's right. Rachele has actually been singing for quite a while, and you've got some amazing songs already that have been out. And this new album, would you like to tell us a bit about it? Like, what's the title of it and everything?
Sure. It's been a long journey in the music industry. I originally had an album with Mutt Lange, and two of those songs went to radio, which was exciting and such a great experience working with him. And now I'm working with a new group of producers, and we're putting songs together right now. It's the sound is more dark pop, kind of like a mix of Lana Del Rey meets Portishead in a way.
I love Portishead.
Yes.
That was our opening song for like the first 2 years on this show was Portishead.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're really just going to, choose the songs that we really believe in and start working towards putting the packaging together for that and making sure that the content is top notch and stuff like that. So we will have music videos and shows coming up very soon for you guys.
That's amazing. So now you've written these songs yourself, and I know you work with a producer on them. Would you like to tell us about who that is?
Yeah, well, when you're a writer in the music industry, you tend to work with a lot of other writers and a lot of producers, and that's been my exact experience throughout the years. And learning how to write pop specifically is very different than if you're doing a country record or an R&B song. Pop is very get to the point really quick, but say it in a clever way. And then, as a writer, you also, and an artist, you want to make sure that whatever you're writing about is really organic and genuine. So it's been fun.
And had you written other styles before you started doing pop?
Absolutely, yeah. I have a lot of blackmail. I used to be a rapper.
You were a rapper? That's
I
amazing.
was a rapper.
Okay.
Went to
Have
Nashville.
you been in a rap battle? I just have to know.
Absolutely. Actually, you know what? MC Hammer came to my high school one year, and he asked if any volunteers wanted to come up on stage. And I had Left Eye's verse memorized from Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, as a lot of us do. So I, totally faked it, pretended like I was freestyling. But it ended up on the local news.
That's
so
amazing.
Hilarious.
Oh my God, how awesome.
Yeah. But I'm from the Bay Area, so, like E40, a lot of hip hop comes from the Bay. So,
Yeah.
And coming from a dance studio as well. So,
Were you a ballerina?
yes, but my mom had 2,000 students. So we weren't known for ballet. We were known as a very competitive dance studio, one of the most competitive studios in the U.S. So, it was everything. It was...
What was the name of it?
Dance Attack. It's
Cool.
still there.
Wow.
It's jazz, tap, ballet, contemporary. And,
Everything.
Yeah. And the company kids, a lot of us had agents out here in LA. So that was always, as a kid, it was just normal to fly to LA audition and be a part of that world. But when you're a dancer, you're influenced by everything. Alternative, weird stuff that you're not going to hear on the radio. And then, obviously we had an all-boys hip-hop crew, B-boys.
Nice.
So hip-hop, I knew the song We Be Clubbin' by heart when I was 8. It was just a normal thing to be around hip-hop, but then to also classical ballet. Daniel Simmons was our ballet director for the ballet company, so... a lot of different influence as far as music goes.
Wow.
And yeah, and
when did you very first start dancing?
Oh, when I was in the
two?
womb. Oh no, before that. Like my mom was stretching my feet as soon as I was born.
Wow.
And we start our students at 2 years old. So
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, we have to take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll be right back with
Right.
Rachele Royale.
I really wanted to put a deck on my house.
The floor was creaking and there were cracks in the wall.
I had them put in walls in my basement.
Well, the whole thing was done on time, on budget, and not a day of work was missed.
Alpha Structural is a top-rate company. I'd recommend them to anybody.
If you live in a hillside home and gravity is pulling you towards the edge of the cliff, I recommend you call Alpha.
It was a real pleasure to work with Alpha.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to the Red Booth Show. We are here with singer-performer Rachele Royale. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
It's going good.
Good.
So you were telling me this really interesting background about yourself as a dancer from a very young age. Your mother was a dance teacher.
She owned 3 studios, 2,000 students, had a long career, and then decided to do the dance studio thing, and it was one of the biggest studios in the U.S.
Wow. So your life has just been filled with dancing, basically.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to say dance moms, because that might be a bad example, but maybe a little similar to that show.
But hey, it's working out. It's paying off here in this
Really
situation.
though, yes.
Yeah, yes.
Anything where you're a part of a team and you're learning how to speak in front of an audience, it's always great for kids to, learn those tools for anything in their lives,
Totally, and the confidence that must come from that's really cool.
Yeah.
And actually, your music video, which I wanted to show everybody a little clip of it,
Cool.
Circus Life.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now in this one, you do dance in this video as well, and there's a lot of other tricks that they do. Would you like to tell everybody a little bit about this music video before I play it?
Yes, definitely. So Circus Life was produced by Brandon Salmons, and he's a producer I've been working with for the past 2 years. And Circus Life talks about how, we're so enamored and allured by the glamour of Hollywood, and everyone wants to be a part of it. And so in the video, we have Kennedy Bryce from The Walking Dead, and
That's pretty cool.
Yes, and she plays young Rachele, so she's the young version of me. She falls asleep, she's in dreamland, dreaming of going to Hollywood, right?
Right.
And then we have Rob Pryor come out, who's one of the biggest Marvel artists on the planet.
Yeah, now he's amazing because he does he draws with both hands at the same time, which is unheard of. So,
Yes,
yeah.
performs a lot with Tech Nine. The live shows are amazing. So anyway, so Rob comes in and is the character that pulls her into this Hollywood circus land. And so I'm her older self, showing her, okay, this is what you asked for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps. Directed by TJ Scott.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, and then the dancing, the choreographers are Jason and Valerie Young, and their company's called 8-in-1 Production. And they have been with Madonna for 11 years now. So they literally have directed and choreographed her world tour for all these years. And, when they come back to LA, they have, select projects that they work on. And I've also been with Jason and Valerie for about 2 years now. And so it's just crazy to see what they can do. They pull dancers in. We do 1 day of rehearsal and then you shoot. And they're just incredible. So talented.
So spot on. The way it came out was so amazing too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay, good. Well, let's show everybody some of this new music video, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Walking through my door, don't put up a fight. Need a second chance, is it worth your life? The way my world look, wanna get high, high. Come on, get a piece, and the ship better pay nice. Put the phone in funeral, come and kick it. Celebrate your burial, get a ticket. Don't be afraid, you know it feels right. Now you belong to the Circus Life. Breathe in that fire, shine a light through your eyes. Dance on that wave, like magic you'll fly. Follow ringleader, he'll tell you no lies. It's the Circus Life, it's the Circus Life. Twisted
Wow, this is amazing. We got to see some of this new music video, but I don't want to show them the whole music video because they need to go and check it out. Where should they go to see this online?
Everyone can go to youtube.com/Rachele Royale Music. The full video is on there. Please go check it out.
Very cool.
I think you guys will love it.
That's right. This is an amazing thing. You need to see the whole thing. The budget for this video was pretty fantastic because it's kind of unusual to really go that far that you guys did in this music video. Mm-hmm. So they're going to get to see some more when they go there and check it out.
Definitely worth watching, guys. Do it. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then you have another music video as well. What's the name of that one?
If you go to the YouTube channel for Rachele Royale, you'll find a couple of different videos on there. We have a video called Different Now, featuring actor Bo Roberts, and that was also directed by TJ Scott. And then we have a lyric video for Dark Side, which that song was kind of like the beginning of the music division for Cinematic Pictures Music.
So that's the one that they heard and they were like, we need you to be a part of this record label. And
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there's that one, and then there's a few other ones that, they're just on the channel, and you guys can go check them out. And we obviously have new music and new videos on the way as well.
That's right, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. And actually, on that note, we have to take another quick break, but we will be right back with Rachele Royale on the Red Booth.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Welcome back to the Red Booth Show. We're here with Rachele Royale. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. I'm excited about your new music videos. They're amazing. You're so lucky to have such a wonderful team being a part of this. And I did want to mention, when people go and check out your YouTube channel, they're going to notice that you have a couple of different looks there. And I thought this was kind of funny because you used to be a blonde.
Yes.
And now you've recently gone back to brown?
Yes.
Okay, that's exactly the same thing that I just went through as well. It's quite a big change because obviously it's a totally different look and all that. So what made you decide to do it?
Absolutely. I think as an artist, even as a woman, it's like every woman goes through I want to change my hair color to this or that or the other. And when you are an artist and you're creating a brand and there has to be consistency there, it's extremely difficult to make that change.
Yeah.
You're really just steering the ship in a completely opposite direction. So it's a scary thing to do. For me, it was just deciding that after I was signed and on the radio and on this tour, and then, it didn't work out and I left, and I really did this transition into like, you know what, I am just going to start writing for me and really do whatever it is I need to write about and get those songs off my chest. And all of a sudden, of course, when you are genuine and honest with yourself and it's real,
right,
you open this door to freedom, and you're just like, why didn't I do this from the start? So for me, it was, I came to LA thinking that I knew who I was and what my sound was, and thought I had it figured out. And, you know, sometimes you have to go through that process to really find out who you are and what your sound is, especially as a singer and an artist. It's what's your sound?
So personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? To just be totally frank, in the music industry, there are a lot of artists that are manufactured to be what they want the audience to see.
Right.
So you have artists that are developed and created by the company, and you have artists that are literally just who they are.
Right.
So, and it's you know, it's much harder to do that. But if you
to be who you are.
Yes, to just be real, and the songs are real and they're not decided by the label. It's very scary to do that, but people need real.
Yes.
People need genuine. So,
And do you think that CPG that's your record label? Are they totally doing that for you? Like they're like, go with what you.
Absolutely, yeah. From the start, they really encouraged me to get back to my roots and you know,
literally too, right?
Yes, totally the roots. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, no, it's so great. It's so great when you're scared to do it, but you have so many people saying, this is it.
Just go
trust us. This is it. Like, this is you. Do you? So yeah,
that's wonderful.
It's great.
That's fantastic because I think that's so important as a singer, as an artist, as a writer. You get to actually express yourself. So, and that's, you know, a hard thing to be able to find.
Yes.
Because you might even be writing for other people, or someone else is taking your words, or like you're getting to have your voice, which is amazing.
Definitely.
Very cool. Okay, well, I love your hair. I think you look beautiful both ways. You're stunning. You're so gorgeous. And I'm so happy that you're, you know, being true to yourself with your current, you know, brand and style. And I'm sure it's going to be become like an amazing transition.
Thank you.
And you were like doing this before when you were on your radio tour. What was that like? Who was that with?
So I was signed to Q Prime, and Q Prime is very well known. They've been around for 30 years, and right now they manage Metallica, Muse, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Courtney Love, Josh Groban, Snow Patrol. They're big time.
Who are those guys?
Yeah. If you watch any rock documentary, Peter mentioned Cliff Bernstein are usually in the doc. They've been around forever, and it was such an honor getting signed to them. And obviously, they knew Mutt Lange very well and heard the album and just immediately said, you know, fly out to New York. We want to meet with you.
Wow.
So you
were in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they were managing me from New York. I was still living in LA. But just the first meeting, it's really overwhelming. It's just insane. Like, you're talking to two human beings that have worked with the biggest legend.
Oh my God.
In rock music history, like, ever, you know?
Oh my God.
And
Okay, we have to take a quick break.
Yeah.
I totally want to hear the rest in just a second.
Totally.
We will be right back with Rachele Royale on the Red Booth.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U for an independent you.
1-800-464-6830.
Welcome back to the Red Booth Show. We're here with Rachele Royale. And you were just telling this crazy story about when you went out to the record label and you're sitting there with the producers of some of the biggest bands in rock. Tell us what happened next.
Right. So, managers, actually. Peter mentioned Cliff Bernstein. So, the album was produced by Mutt Lange and Tony Nilsson, who's from Sweden. And it was my first time being on the radio.
Wait, let's back it up here. You go to this meeting with these managers, and you have what? You have which song did they hear that? How did you get there?
There were 17 songs produced by Mutt Lange. For those of you who don't know who Mutt Lange is, Shania Twain was married to Mutt Lange. And he created Shania Twain. So she was kind of like the first Taylor Swift, the first country pop artist ever.
Right.
But before that, he was known for AC/DC.
What?
Yeah. And Def Leppard, some of the biggest rock bands. Yeah, like he is a legendary producer, like right up there with Max Martin. Huge. So this is why Peter and Cliff were like, okay, let's
so
explore this.
You had those songs already with Mutt Lange.
Yes.
Okay, then you went to go meet with these guys.
Yeah, well, Mutt gave them the music, so that's how they heard it. And then they had me fly out for the first meeting, which lasted 6 hours.
What?
Yes.
What happens in this kind of a meeting?
We talked about everything, because these guys are just so zoned in on the business, and they want to hear your opinion on, if you're the consumer or iTunes or streaming and what's going on in the industry now. Because those are all of the issues that we're facing as artists.
Totally.
So that's really what the conversation was about. And we just clicked immediately, everything we talked about. And so, yeah, and then I signed a contract with them. And that was my first time being on the radio, which was, there's a YouTube video on my YouTube channel. And I should probably delete it because it's so embarrassing.
No, what is it?
Mario Lopez is announcing my name, and I'm like screaming bloody murder.
That's fantastic. You cannot delete that. Do not delete that.
So, and then, also I think people forget how important radio is. I didn't know what that was going to cause, because like you might have 15,000 views on something, and then all of a sudden it's like 200,000 views. Like, immediately, and you have fans and they're like creating fake accounts and they're like tweeting you and you're like, I didn't realize so many people.
How quickly did that happen?
Like 3 weeks in, because SiriusXM was playing my first single 11 times a day.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So it was being heard. It's the weirdest thing. It's so crazy. So it was a fun experience.
What was that song that they were playing?
The first song was Shush. The first single was Shush, S-H-U-S-H. Hilarious.
Nice.
The second song, even funnier, is called Unscrew You.
Okay, nice.
And Swedish producers, they love the gimmicky stuff,
Okay.
So that title was definitely influenced by the Swedes. But yeah, it was just, and you hear Mutt Lange's background vocals and guitar, and just
wow,
it was a really great experience.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously have been lucky in many ways getting through and working with all of these people so far, and now with your new album and your new work, I'm really looking forward to seeing your next song as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I've been in the studio with a couple of different producers. I just mentioned Brandon Salmons, who he just did 2 songs with me that we're all extremely excited about. One of them is called Last Time. And would you like to hear a clip of it?
I would love to hear a clip of it.
This is totally not allowed, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Okay, yes. It's unpublished. So
unpublished.
Secret, confidential. Just the people on the TV show are gonna be able to hear it.
Piano.
And do you play any instruments too, or are you just singing?
Piano for
you
writing.
You play piano?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I thought I had you, but I never did. Hold on me so tight that it made me sick. I thought I knew you, but I never did. Giving me another reason to forget. Hand up, everybody, white flags in the air, I'm done. Your words like a shot from the bottom of the barrel, run, run. This one on the trip and these ones I keep stitching them mad. So, lift your fingers in the air, run, run from the party, I'm done.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
I have goosebumps. Look, I literally have goosebumps right now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's really cool.
It's taken like years to get to this weird place where I'm just like, oh my God, it's like
You finally got
you're
it.
writing and like you're in the studio with like the producer and you guys just have this moment. Like we had a moment and we were like, oh my God, it's happening. Like
when the producer really gets you and what you're trying to do, that's magical.
Totally.
That's
totally.
so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to take another quick break.
Okay.
We'll be right back with Rachele Royale on the Red Booth.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Well, Rochelle, it's been so amazing having you on the show. Yes, I think that I could probably keep talking to you about like every single different section of this conversation for like another hour at least.
Yes.
But we have to wrap it up. But I'm really excited that we got to show people your new music video and that they can go and find you and check you out on your YouTube channel and with CPG Music, right?
Yes. So Instagram, Rachele Royale Music. Twitter is Rachele Royale. YouTube, Rachele Royale Music. So yeah, or you can just RacheleRoyale.com. And follow Cinematic Pictures Group on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well.
Okay, cool. Well, I wanted to ask you one last thing before we go. Okay. Do you have advice for other people that want to be musicians and singers in this business?
Yes, the two things I always mention is, the first one is know the business. And artists hate diving into that side of it, but you have to understand how important being a writer is and owning your publishing, or else you're going to be broke. And then also have an attorney so that you're protected. Artists really need to know that. I think a lot of kids in the industry just want to be famous, and they don't understand contracts or, you know, the dark side of it. So there's that. And then the second thing is really know who you are. And speaking from experience, sometimes it takes a while to really figure that out, and knowing your sound and what message are you bringing to the table. Are you really writing about something real? Because people need that, especially now in this day and age and what we're all going through. Real is better, guys. It's just better. So
Hear, hear. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I think if somebody is as an artist is being told to do something that is not quite who they feel they are, what they want to say.
Yeah.
What do you think they should do in that situation?
I think you should continue writing songs, because that's really how you find yourself. Understanding the writing process can be kind of tricky. It's kind of like math. It doesn't really make sense in the beginning, but once you start seeing it clearly, you get in this flow, in this rhythm, and it's just understanding how to really be a writer. And feeling confident in your own writing and your own ability to create something out of nothing.
Awesome. That's very cool. Well, keep on practicing, guys, and also make sure you check out your lawyer and get your licensing and all that stuff. That's some of the tips from Rachele Royale.
Yes.
And, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on all of your success so far. I'm sure it's just going to continue. So
thank you so much.
Thank you.